in general that we keep on spreading around and people pick up and meet people via the show or Twitter, whatever it may be. And that's the point, is we want people to hook up musically here and there and come together and do that sort of thing. But either way, great tune, and We Defy Oblivion is a fantastic album. And if you haven't got it yet, please pick it up because it is so worth the time. And it's great from start to finish, and the heaviness and the flow and the tempo. Like it is a fantastic and a great tune. So that was The Sweetest Condition with Keep Turning Me On.
Yeah, that whole album is absolutely mind-blowingly good. And I remember after we played them a few months ago, and you said they were from Nashville, and I was like, really, Nashville? And I was looking up bands from Nashville just to see if I sort of knew any, because it just struck me as weird that kind of music came out there. And I can't remember them all, but the two that I remember is the Everly Brothers and the Raconteurs.
Yeah.
And you think, well, Nashville is obviously a really interesting place, because I just associate it with, crap country music, but there's a lot going on, because they're, Raconteurs I'm a big fan of, and the Everly Brothers were obviously very, very influential for a lot of people, and I'm sure there is a load of country and stuff as well. Then you got The Sweetest Condition. You're like, wow, maybe I should go and visit Nashville and just go and see some gigs and see what the hell goes on there, because it just strikes me as random. But,
well, that's right. I
really
mean,
cool
you go from literally Steady As She Goes to this song in complete polar opposites, right?
That's it. That's exactly it. It's so bizarre, man. But then I guess that's it, isn't it? Like where you have, people are obsessed with the Liverpool sound and the Manchester sound and everything else because of, the Beatles and Oasis and whoever, depending on the city. But the reality is anyone can make music anywhere and make it sound however they want, can't they? So the beauty of the world we live in is we can just hear about it now because of the internet.
Well, that's right, eh?
That's exactly it. But no, it's a fantastic album. I really, really enjoy this album. It's still one that, I will play from start to finish, on a long car journey or whatever, and every single track's a winner. That's a brilliant tune. It's really Nine Inch Nails, really industrial. But also they're just, all of their tracks have just got lots of things woven into them that really make you stand up and pay attention. It's, again, a bit like Mr. Season. They're really, really smart musicians. They really know what they're doing.
Well, that's right,
really
eh?
Cool tone and really cool sound, yeah. That's
And
really
you know what?
fun to listen to.
Even during the interview with them, I blanking which song it was now, but even Leslie said, she goes, you know what? She goes, when Jason and I wrote this song, she goes, my first thought is what would Trent Reznor do with this one, And that was kind of her inspiration for the song. And I wish I'll have to look it up on the interview, but it was she had such a good point. So next up, I was gonna go with one band, but I'm gonna follow because in a couple weeks too, we're gonna dedicate literally a whole entire part to, we're saying women of rock, so we're kind of generalizing for music genre, but we're gonna do like a whole like a part 2 or part 1. I haven't decided yet. Will be all female vocalists from start to finish. There'll be no male vocalists anymore, and just show like what an impact the female the females have made on the music scene, and they should keep bringing it because they're doing such a good job, and they need to. And this is what we want to hear, and it's so nice to see they're kind of coming alive again. So it's almost like they took a little bit of a break, and so now we're back at full force, and. I
agree, man. There's so much great talent out there. There's so many bands, female-fronted bands with really, really talented singers, and there was a gap. So I think that's, for probably 4 or 5 years, I didn't really hear anything that stood out that was female-fronted. It's a very male-dominated industry, and I very much class myself as a feminist. So I think, doing that part, one part show, dedicating to that, and just bringing that to the forefront.
Well, that's right, because we've done it before, but we've only done half the show, and this time it's going to be an entire part, so it'll be all female vocalists all the way along. And speaking of which, another one of our favorites, who is Damsel in Dollhouse, who is Nina. And we're big fans of hers, and she's a big fan of the show as well. This is off her new album Playthings, in which there are, I believe, 4 or 5 original tracks, and there are some remixes. So this one fit into the show tonight. This is off her new album Playthings. This is Damsel in the Dollhouse with Frankenhooker. Dig this.
Here's Jersey Boy, Dr. Jersey Boy. Let me out, baby. In bed, legs spread, animated, undead, scientific, sewn together, sickening experiment. Oh, yeah, right there. What are these voices? Electric noises, street walking, fast talking, sexual urges. Every little pieces, ready for the pieces. Satisfy your hunger with an undead hooker. Satisfy your hunger with breaking hooker.
Damsel in the Dollhouse with Frankenhooker. A great tune that's off her new album Playthings. What a great tune that was. Really, really enjoyed it, and it's a fantastic album.
Yeah, the album's amazing, and I've said before on the show, I love all the different remixes of the tracks. I think it's a really, really cool way of putting an album out, and they're all really different and all really interesting and all really good. I love the almost dubstep bit in the middle of it. I love the big thumping beats throughout it. I love her voice. It reminds me of Madonna's sort of Frozen era, which was probably the only Madonna era I liked. And as to be fair, and as I was tweeting just now, kind of in my head, this is what would happen if Madonna took a load of acid and then went clubbing on Halloween. It's got that kind of twisted thing going on. That's a compliment, by the way. That should happen. But yeah, it's just awesome. It's a really cool tune, and she's a big supporter of the show, which I always think is great.
For sure.
Yeah, it's great. It's obviously brilliant that we get to play so much cool music, but it's great as well that a lot of musicians turn into fans generally of the show and will tune in, regardless of whether we play them or whatever, just to discover music. That's what it's all about, man. Making connections and getting together and hearing new tunes. So yeah, that's always warming to see as well, man.
Exactly. So next up is one of our new favorite bands as well. This is Freedom Fuel with Leave It Behind. Dig this.
Darkness comes.